years. Although I need to be a little more careful about how I get excited about that, because still got some of that crazy chest, phlegm stuff going on. Not fun. Not fun at all. Wow, I'm sure missed you guys last week, but I was not feeling up to doing a live stream. It wasn't happening. Hi there, a couple folks coming in. How you doing today? Wow. Yeah, I was not in very good shape last week. You know how sometimes an allergy attack will just sort of sneak up on you and boom, there it is? Yeah, that's how it was for me. And that's why I didn't get online, because I didn't want to be trying to talk to you guys and going, and blowing my nose, and blowing my nose. Plus which I sounded like a frog. That wouldn't have been all that pleasant either. So I just took it easy. My darling man and I were on a little vacation. We'd been on vacation for one day when this struck. And oh my goodness sakes. It wasn't sick. It was just annoying as fuck to be sneezing and coughing and blowing my nose, and my face felt like there was like 6,000 fireworks in it, just trying to blow up, and chili peppers and all the rest of that, that kind of face. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all, but the worst of it only lasted about 24 hours, and then and so while I stayed in our hotel room and pretty much slept all day long, my darling man was able to go out and do a little adventure. He took a hike. He was hanging out with some friends and playing music. And it all worked out because shit, when you're 75, you just let stuff work out. You don't throw a hissy fit about it. So there. Let's see. So many lovely comments here. We got a bunch of friends from Australia. I thought that if I did this at about 2 o'clock Pacific time, oops, I need to turn the sound off. You don't want to be listening to that when my mail comes in. I thought if I did this, oh, hang on, got a little scratchy eye. I thought if I did this about 2 o'clock Pacific time, it would work for my friends and fans in Australia. And it turns out it did. You guys are just getting up for the day. Yay! Love it. Sound off, I said. There you go. I talked to my computer. Do you guys talk to your computer? Or your phone, or your tablet, or whatever the fuck? So let's see. We got people from Ohio, and Wales, and Australia, and I forget some others. Hi, Ginger. Yes, you finally catch a live stream. You see what I mean? I still got a little bit of that nagging cough hanging on. And it's annoying as fuck. And I was hoping it would not interrupt my live stream today. And I guess what that means is I just... Pardon me. It probably means I just need to take it a little easier. And I'll read through a bunch of your notes, and I'll answer back your questions. And I won't do quite as much talking. Pardon me, sip of water. Yes, this is my favorite water bottle. It's made by Contigo, Contigo. It's 20 ounces, and it's called the Big Gulp. And what I love about it is it's insulated. So I have ice water in here, and it never sweats. And I can put ice water in here when I go to bed at night. Midnight or so, and by the time I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, I still have ice. Hang on while I go off camera and just take care of my runny nose. See there, you didn't even see it, did you? Oh. So let's see. I'm going back to the beginning. I'm going to do a little geographical roll call here. We've got Australia, I said that. Ohio. Somebody else with allergies. Wales. Lombard, Illinois. Talk to your computer much, Mike? I know, really, right? Missouri. I have to look down here at the screen because the comments don't show on my phone. I really need to get with MobCam and find out why that doesn't work. So we got New York, West Virginia, West by God, Virginia, actually. And Sarah says she'll talk to anything as long as it doesn't speak back to her. Really, who likes back talk? Nobody likes sass, right? Scranton, Pennsylvania, Delaware. What new kitchen gadgets have I seen? Actually, I used one the other day. I wonder if I could just run off to the other part of my kitchen and get it. It's so fucking clever. Hang tight. Isn't it lucky that I do the live stream? Ooh, yeah, I ran too fast. Isn't it lucky that I do the live stream in my kitchen so that I can just make a mad dash over to the cupboards and get the thing? So this is an avocado thing. So after you slice the avocado in half and so one side has the pit, the other side doesn't, then you smash this down into the avocado like so, right? And it makes it makes little cubes. And then you just sort of twist it around, sideways, this way, kind of twist it underneath this, or next to the skin, and then you lift it out, and the cubes come with you. And then you can smash them up a bit more if you want, but, you know, if you like trying to make a pretty for a salad or something, this is just the coolest thing ever. So that's my newest kitchen gadget. Let's see, who asked me that? That was Mike Bunner. Let's see, some more geography here. We have Liverpool. You guys, I really thought I could do this. I hope I can. We got Amy Lynn from the Finger Lakes of upstate New York. Roseville, Michigan. Eunice from Massachusetts. Ooh. Caerid is making strawberry pie with her mother-in-law. Somebody asked me, what do I think of Ross Smith? I think that's the Ross Smith who does the videos with his granny. I like him a lot. He's a really nice guy, and I like Granny too. She's very pleasant and very easy to talk to, and they're just very welcoming, lovely people. So somebody in Grand Rapids said hi to the person in Roseville. That's really nice. Some fool just asked if I could swear. Fuck! What would you be doing if right now you were trying to do a live stream and all of a sudden your voice is giving up and your nose is running and you feel like shit? Well, there you go. There's a fucking shit for you right away. So that was for you, Fisher Ross. Florida, Arkansas, Idaho. Where did I get it? I got it at, I think Bed Bath & Beyond. It's my favorite place. The gadgets wall, oh my gosh, I could lose my entire fortune in the gadgets wall. Yes, you do need one for making guacamole. I actually got it out. I usually just use a spoon or a knife, or, you know, sometimes I just scrape it out with a fork. But I was trying to make a pretty salad for someone, and I thought, well, I'll just use this tool I bought. Damn it. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. So let's see. We have many people here from Ohio and Michigan, Forest Hills, New York, Ludlow in the UK. Wow, that's cool. New Brunswick, Canada. Oh, I want to go there. I want to go to the Maritimes so badly. The eastern provinces of Canada and the Maritimes. What I really, really, really want to do is go for the Celtic Colors Festival in the fall. All the good music. Devin is in Arizona. What part of Arizona? There's a lot of Arizona, just like there's a lot of California. Greetings from Compton, California. Well, hello, Cesar. How are you doing? Katy, Texas, Tennessee, Las Vegas, Washington State, Colorado, Hungary. Wow. Philadelphia. What's for supper tonight? Whatever the fuck I can go get at a restaurant somewhere, because I still don't feel like standing up and cooking. You know, it just saps you. It was last Saturday when this happened, and now it's already Thursday. I still don't feel 100%, but there you go. Houston, Texas, Worcester, Massachusetts, South Spain. Wow. Yes, there's only a little bit of ice in here, just enough to make it cool. A room temperature right now in Los Angeles would be at about 90 degrees, and that isn't my comfort level. So, this is probably, I don't know, it's probably 50-degree water. It's not very, it's warmer than the refrigerator and colder than the outside air. Yeah, because ice water will actually just freeze everything up, and you'll really be in trouble. Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Jay Collins with the shit fuck dam. How are you, kiddo? Tequila, no, that would knock me on my ass. We don't want that. What is a good replacement for flour of baked pancakes? I don't know. I've never had to worry about that stuff. Aaron is here from Enumclaw, Washington. The Netherlands. How do I keep track of the chat? I move it slowly. I don't let it go as fast as it wants to go. Tracy out in Cape Cod. Eric in Tulsa. St. Louis, Missouri. Arlington, Texas. Greenville, Mississippi. Omaha, Nebraska. Wow, I'm loving this. Melbourne, Australia. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I've been there. I've actually been to the Edmonton Folk Festival. And I also went to Calgary, and I went to Banff. The Firefighter Watcher says, you have a couple of Contigo cups. I absolutely love these. And the people have the very best customer service. This is not a sponsored video. They don't pay me to say anything. But they're just the best. Recently, this flippy part, because it works with just one hand. You push this button here, boom, up pops the thing. And recently, it failed on me. And they have a place on their website where you can put in a warranty claim. And so I did, and they sent me a brand new one. Not just the top replacement, but a whole brand new cup. So let's see, I missed some of these. Edmonton, I got that. Houston, Georgia. Oh, wherever Fred Hill is, it's going to be 110. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Central PA. Someone else in Tulsa? You guys be friends with each other now? New Mexico. Indiana. South Korea. Where did I lose the name? Hillsborough, Illinois. Black River Falls, Wisconsin. High Springs, Florida. Alabama. North Dakota. Andrea's husband wants to know if I will say, get in the hole, fool. Whatever. Virginia, Colorado, Noosa, Australia. Some friends of mine are visiting Alice right now. They finally, I think they're in their middle 30s, and they finally took a cross-country trip from Sydney to Perth, and they're in Alice right now. That's not an easy trick to do in Australia. Timmy in Chicago, where the morning is nothing but a downpour, and then the afternoon is close to 100. Oy. Oh. I'm so sorry to blow my nose and cough on air, but it's real. You know, let's keep it real. David was out here in California recently to help with the Red Cross for the wildfires. Thank you so much. Houston, Texas. Eunice, exactly. The ice stays... I've had it stay 24 hours. 24 hours. Even sometimes I leave this in the console in my car in the sun, and even then the ice doesn't melt. Oh, Cesar wants to know how was my birthday. It was actually a total blast. A total blast. It started in the morning. My darling man and I went out for breakfast, first of all, and then we knew where we were headed. We were headed to a small town in the lower west side of the Sequoias, because some friends of ours were playing music, and I wanted to surprise them. So first we stopped and we got an ice cream cone, and then we stopped in Bakersfield because my birthday also coincides with the day that my darling man's sweet mama died at, I think she was 89. I think she was 89. And it was the anniversary of her death, and he was able to go and visit her grave and spend a few minutes just having a reflection. And then after that, we ate at an amazing Mexican restaurant in Bakersfield, right across the street from where his cousin works. And it was just full finds on Yelp. So now it's like the good vibes of the birthday are just building up and building up and building up. And then we headed east out of Bakersfield on a bunch of 2-lane roads through peach orchards and almond orchards and olive orchards and grapevines, and it was just stunning. Man, you just don't realize how much food is grown on the land in our country until you travel some of these 2-lane roads, and it was just beautiful. And then just out of Springville, we started to climb, and we ended up getting up to about 4,000 feet. Now, the allergy had sort of tried to get me late Thursday night. Friday was my birthday. I was still kind of feeling okay, but occasionally I would have a cough. Occasionally my nose would run a little bit, and I'd sneeze. And so anyway, we got to this town called Pierpoint Springs, which is right near Camp Nelson. And at the Pierpoint Springs Inn is where my friends were playing. And we got there about 20 minutes before they were due to start playing, and they saw us walk up, and they were so excited. So, you know, I went there for my birthday, but we ended up surprising them, so I feel like I gave a present too. And we had a wonderful meal. I mean, in the middle of fucking nowhere is this gourmet restaurant. I had a salad that had grilled chicken on it, and dried cranberries, and goat cheese, and a really amazing homemade poppy seed dressing. What else did it have on it? Some freshly, you know, when you hit the carrots with the peeler and they're just like little curls. And, oh my gosh, it was so good. And I think my darling man had the pasta that night. Yeah, the next night I had a BLT because I was just off of sleeping all day long. But anyway, that's how my birthday ended up. The day of my birthday was just absolutely perfect. We saw deer, we heard owls, rabbits. It was just glorious in the Sierras. So let's see. I got Mexico, Puerto Rico. My favorite food for cooking? Well, for cooking, it's probably going to be pasta and anything you want to throw on it, because there's nothing wrong. And for dessert, it's always chocolate. You guys, this isn't working out well. Mexico Beach, the UK, Rhode Island, Redditch UK. Oh, do you say Redditch or Reddick? I'm not sure. Heat warning in Omaha. I understand that. I was reading that on the news. Thule, Utah. Is it Thule or Tuele? I forget. You know, I've been there, and somebody told me how to say it, but I forget. Taiwan, Akron, Ohio, Ontario, California. That's just right around the corner. 110? Holy McFucknuts. That's terrible. Yes, I am the granny from the insurance commercial. The general insurance commercial. I had so much fun making that. I did that just a year ago on my birthday. Oh my God, it was 100 that day. It was horrible. We got Buffalo, New York, Missouri in a heat wave, McAllister, Oklahoma, Laura, Australia. I hope I said that right. Orlando, Florida, sunny San Diego, Nova Scotia. Oh my gosh, Keith works in a steel fabrication factory. There's no AC, even if and it's 90 outside, it's 100 to 115 in the building, and he works behind a 3,000 degree furnace. Whoa, that's just insane. Barbara, I don't have a cold. I have the remnants of a really nasty allergy attack. I don't smoke anything. I have never smoked. I've always been a big chicken. And I'm actually petrified of flame. So, you know, I'm old enough that there weren't fancy lighters back when all my young friends were smoking in the 60s. Well, so much for the tissues. I'm going to grab over here the napkins that we always keep on the kitchen table, because I put a stack of tissues on the table prior to doing the live stream thinking that they would last for me, and they're not. Yeah, the salad was good. What's a BLT? Bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. My goodness sakes, who doesn't know what a BLT is? And a BLTA is adding avocado to it. Oh, it's the best. Canada is here. Some of these are duplicates, so I'm not saying them out again. I did say Australia very, very early in the live stream. Chicken soup? Oh, no. Not when it's this hot. Do I store my paprika on a spice rack or in the fridge? I store it in my pantry. I have a spice drawer in my pantry. Do I remember the turducken video? I did the fucking turducken video. Ooh, Lori's got a really good idea, making a pasta salad for dinner. It's way too hot in southeast Michigan to heat up a kitchen. Girl, I hear you. In the 90s in Dallas, that's cold for there. I know, right about this time of year, that's definitely cold. Mucky, Mississippi. Oh, I have some friends who were down there recently, and they sent a video of the rain just before that Hurricane Barry went through. Oh, that was nasty. Tennessee, heat index in the 90s, and with the humidity, it's like you take a shower and you go outside. Wow, why? You know what, guys? I gotta go do a little troll maintenance here. Give me 1 second, okay? Because nobody calls Granny names and gets away with it. Oh, let's see. I just really don't like this. I really don't like poor behavior. There's no excuse for it. Oh well, I'll get him later. York, Louisiana is hotter than the devil's asshole. Now that's going some hot. Do I ever use Old Bay seasoning? When I make anything with crab, I do. 100 degrees in Grand Junction, Colorado? Wow. That is hot. I've been there. I flew into Grand Junction and then I drove up the hill to up and over the hill. First I went to visit a friend in Ouray, and then I went to Durango. Then I went to Montrose to the Corn Festival. Anyway, it was a great time. I don't cook on a natural gas grill. Why would you ask that? Connecticut is being represented here. Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas Panhandle. Brody wants a shout out. Brody got a shout out. La 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 la. Hope that make you happy. Oh, Aaron Joel just sent me some kindness over on the YouTube. You know, when I do these streams, I do them simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube. And on YouTube, you can do this thing called Super Chat, which is just a little, like a tip. And there's also Patreon. You guys can do that. And if you don't have any of that, I'm fixing all of my video descriptions to say how you can just send me a tip on PayPal. Oh, okay. So here you go. I'm almost made fun. I kind of made fun of Rodenberg, Wim Rodenberg, a bit ago. He's from the Netherlands, and I didn't know where he's from. He said, "What's a BLT?" And he says, although they learn English, they don't learn a lot of these these acronyms and shortened things, right? Like BT, BLT, and BLTA. So there you go. I'm so sorry I was rude. And that's a lesson for me, to not make an assumption. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Hot in Colorado. Tips for getting kids to love cooking in the kitchen. You know, I just saw something from a friend of mine. She was at there's a store in around here, around Greater Los Angeles, called Grocery Outlet, and she bought a package of those cinnamon roll things, and she put them in the waffle iron, and then she let the kids open the package, and then they could put them in the waffle iron, and then she bought some frozen peaches and some frozen strawberries, and they could pick whatever they wanted to put on top of their cinnamon roll waffle when it was done. And so it's like one thing at a time. You get them to do something that they like, and then maybe they'll be interested to do something more. Porterville, California. I just went through there on the way to Camp Nelson in Pierpoint Springs. There you go. I drove over the Grand Mesa. I did. I flew into, a couple of times I've flown into Grand Junction. A couple of other times I've flown into Denver and driven across. 101 in Vegas. So here you've got Alma who lives near Ouray, and Haley who lives close to Grand Junction, so you guys can be friends. East Texas, 99 degrees. That's not too bad for you right now. Oh, Brett about the flames. Flames near my hands. Yes, I prefer a gas stove, and I will use a gas grill if it has an automatic igniter. So there you go. All right, Shitcast has a gig with his band tomorrow. All you YouTubers, give him some love, okay? Him, her, I forget who. Aloha. Doing Hawaii says, Aloha, Granny. I have a question. Is that you in the insurance commercial? It is. It is me in the general insurance commercial, wearing the goggles and the old lady house coat. Now, mind you, I'm already a pretty good-sized girl, okay? And it was 100 degrees when we were filming that commercial. And the producers had bought a lady's house coat in size 4X. You know, the old-fashioned snap-up-the-front house coats that old ladies wear. And they said, well, you just don't look big enough. So they had this extra-large man's swim vest that they put over me underneath the house coat so that I could look ginormous. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Yep, that was me in the commercial. I did it a year ago. Oh, I'm so sorry to be blowing my nose and coughing on the stream, but you know, it was that or not do it at all. I'd had a really good morning. I hadn't been coughing. Of course, I also hadn't been talking. There's nobody home today but me. So I should have known. A shout out to the Woolley family. Well, there you go. There's your shout out. Hey guys, you know what I have to do? What I have to do is go over here to my Patreon and grab up the names of all the people who are my amazing Patreon co-producers. Because all of those dear sweet people have made it possible for me to continue to be online and not be quitting. And I need to shout out their names at least twice, okay? So here you go. Here's the roll call of the people who are my co-producers on Patreon. They have pledged to send me $20 a month. And there's there's like almost a dozen of them, I think. We have AJ Calabria, Cal Herrington, Chad Hornbuckle, Josh Alstott, Laurel Riley, Mike O'Brien, Patrick Patterson, Rich Macy, Spray Paint, which is really Cullen Cook, and he really pays for his mom, Darline, and Tara Parsons, and Vanessa and Sandy Valls, who are a mother and daughter team. And one of the other cool perks that they get by being a co-producer, not just me shouting out their names and putting their names in all my other videos too, is we get to play Words with Friends. Whoa! And I'll tell you, there's this other gal, Michele DeClue. She pledges at a different level, but it's a level where we play Words with Friends, and she's a really, really talented player. Very, very smart woman. Claire says good night, so there you go. Oh, the Henry family in Toronto, Canada loves me. That's great. This is for the Sugar Fat Man. It's your first time catching a live stream, sending lots of love from India. Thank you so much. He's on YouTube, and Jenny just gave him a welcome on the YouTube. Where am I from? Do you mean originally as a kid? I grew up in Massachusetts, and then I was still kind of a kid. I was 20 when I moved out to a suburb south of Los Angeles, and now I live in a suburb north of Los Angeles. And you need in on this Words with Friends group. And Mark Latil just gave me a little tip on the YouTube, a super chat. Thanks for toughing it out and doing the stream. Aw, you're so sweet. That is so nice. So, Shitcast, tell me if your band is a him or her or a little mix or whatever. Gabby wants a shout out, and she wants me to say something to Casey Buckner, but I don't ever direct my swearing at a person. I just don't do that, because that, to me, that's mean. So, hi Gabby and hi Casey, but I'm not saying F you to anybody, because to me that's the mean way to use cussing, and I like to do it for fun. What are my hobbies? Well, actually, right here on the table is one of my hobbies. I like to knit. This is one of my next projects. I have a friend who's about to have a grandson. Well, her daughter is going to have the baby, and that means she's going to be a grandma. So I'm going to make a little blanket for her to have at grandma's house, that kind of thing. And I love to listen to music. I love to listen to live music. Somebody wants a birthday shout out. Who was that? Wendy Maxheimer wants a happy belated birthday to her daughter Addison. Mwah! Happy belated birthday. I wonder if we share the same birthday. Mine was on the 12th. July 12th. Constantina asked a little bit of a personal question. How many kids and grandkids do I have? And I don't generally offer up that much, except to say that I do have kids and I do have grandkids. Oh, Rachel, someone tell me why my kids are growling in the swimming pool like wild fucking animals. I just wanted to enjoy a video. You know why they're doing it. They're doing it because they want your attention. They don't want you to put attention on anybody else or anything else but them. So make like you have to go to the bathroom and watch it in there. They'll never know. Just say, excuse me, kids, I gotta go to the bathroom. Don't drown. And leave it at that. Who did I miss here? Hotter than hell in Missouri. Give me a good GrannyPottyMouth expression for hot weather. It's like, oh my God, I'm dripping. Oh. How'd that work? Did you like that one? We got Tina and Faith in Oshawa, Canada? Oshawa or Ottawa? I'm not sure. Shannon says I share a birthday with her sister. You know, only once in my whole life have I met anybody born on my very same day in my very same year. And she was born within an hour of the time I was born. But she was born in California and I was born in Massachusetts. And it's kind of funny how it happened. She was working for my financial advisor. And she went to type my birthday into the paperwork. And she went, 7/12/44, that's when I was born. That's my birthday. So yeah, I'm 75 years old. Who'd have thunk it, huh? Oh, let's see. And Tony is watching while on family vacation in Cancun. Yay! Felix wants me to say happy birthday to Julian Woodhouse. Well, there you go. I did. And Karen wants me to tell her friend Nick Gurr happy birthday. So there you go. Adam wants to know how to make a better meatloaf. He's trying to make a better meatloaf than his wife's meatloaf. He didn't word it that way, but I'm not going to say it the way he worded it because I don't think that's appropriate. The trick really is to use more than one type of meat, and also don't knead the meat a bunch. You know, don't work it a bunch, because otherwise it just turns hard as a brick. And put lots of flavoring in it, okay? Shitcast, we're all dudes. It's fun to play with the guys. He's the drummer. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's your band. I have no idea where you're located. My Darline man is a band member too. He's a bass player. He also plays guitar and he also sings. He can sometimes sing lead, but he prefers to sing high harmony. And his singing voice is a high. Isn't that? And you know, I see that a lot. Bass players sing the high harmonies. It's just a thing. I have never used Everglades seasoning. If it's really hot and spicy, it wouldn't be my thing. So, Wendy's kid's birthday is the 10th, and I just made her day. Yay! And Danny is a July 13th birthday. Well, you know, there was a bunch of parents who got really active around Halloween, I'm thinking. Yeah! Let's get freaky! And frightening! And make babies! How was July 4th? You know, I don't even remember what I did on... Oh, yes, I do remember. It was kind of funny, actually. My Darline man and I have been on a mission to clean out our garage. We moved into this house 6 years ago. I'm digressing a little, but follow the story. It's worth it. So the early part of the day wasn't too warm, and so we decided to tackle one corner of the garage. We set ourselves a goal of to just do one corner, and if we can get that corner done, we feel so satisfied. And sometimes we'll do a little bit more, but at least we did what we set out to do. So we don't get discouraged that way. So we did a little bit of that, and then I said, hey, you know, our neighbors, we have some really asshole neighbors, and for quite a few blocks around. I mean, they're the kind who light fireworks all fucking year. And I said, hey, let's just disappear from the neighborhood and go to the movies. He thought, well, that would be a great idea because we'd both been wanting to see the movie yesterday. So I said, hey, you know, very close to the movie theater, there's this restaurant that we like to go to. Let's do that first. We'll have dinner and a movie night. Now, I was buying, but so he's all ready to go, right? So we get up to the intersection where the movie theater and the restaurant is, and it's practically closed down. And there are people lining the streets in their lawn chairs, on the sidewalk, on every available piece of lawn. Oh my goodness sakes. It turns out that the parking structure right next to the movie theater was closed down, and there was a fireworks company on the roof, and they were going to be shooting fireworks off. You guessed it, free for the entire town. So what we did is we managed to get into the restaurant just before they closed. We had a wonderful meal, low-key, you know, kind of a home family type meal, comfort food. And we always carry our lawn chairs in the back of the car. I have 2 in my car, he has 2 in his car. So in case we're in the other one's car, we still have lawn chairs, right? So we set up our lawn chairs on the sidewalk by the restaurant because they were closing. And there were people in the entire parking lot of the shopping center. And we got to watch this free fireworks show when we didn't expect to see fireworks at all. So it turned out pretty good. So that's your big answer to that. And we got a portion of the garage cleaned off. And we got so excited by that part that we've now cleaned like 6 different corners of the garage. And it's looking good. Doing Hawaii. I was born the same year as your mom. It was a good year. All those daddies came back from the war. Whoa. Gadget Games and More is their birthday today on YouTube. That's someone watching on YouTube. Happy birthday. Oh, Nicole, hi all the way from South Africa. Thank you. Hello. What is the best way to cook Brussels sprouts? Put them in the trash. I can't stand those fuckers. Or cauliflower. I hate, ugh. You know, there used to be a time when I could eat Brussels sprouts if they were very well cooked and they were seasoned with butter and salt. But anymore, I just can't do it. I just can't. Oh, wow. So Wim Rodenberg over in the Netherlands says that his brother and his girlfriend, wait, the brother and the brother's girlfriend or the brother and your girlfriend? I'm not sure. Both have a birthday on the 3rd of July. Not the same year, but born by the same doctor. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got some love from Oregon, Shauna James, and Nicole from Bushkill, Pennsylvania. Can I sing? Kind of. Kind of. I used to sing when I was younger, but I haven't worked on it in 40 years at least. Someone from Alabama. So shitcast and based in the West Midlands. The West Midlands, is that? So I've been all around the what I think of as the middle of England. I've actually been from London all the way to tippy top of Scotland, Edinburgh, Scotland, and on all the way through all those roads. And probably one of my favorite concert venues is, oh shit, I can't remember it. It's in it's this big round thing next to a bridge, next to a river. Oh, it's killing me. Shannon says that the Halloween babies is a form of trick and treat. There you go. Yeah, Irene, just like Randy Meisner from the Eagles, a great bass player and high harmonies. Yep. I picked up on a couple of trolls, and I'll take care of your asses later. I'm not worrying about it now. Oh, I can't remember how to say this. Skilch? I think it's Skilch on YouTube. Just gave me another little tip on the YouTube with the super chat. Oh, someone wants to know if I used the Face app. I look like this at 75. Why would I want to do anything that made me look older? I have really pretty skin for 75. And you know my secret, don't you? Do you know my secret? There's actually several secrets. I've never smoked. I don't do the sun. But lately, whenever I see a new wrinkle, I just eat a little more and take up the slack. Fuck yeah. Tatiana is making women's wallets to sell at the farmer's market. Nice. Paula from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hello, how are you? I've been there a couple of times. Terry says that broccoli and, Brussels sprouts are both nasty. And rutabagas. Now, interestingly, I like rutabagas and I like turnips. They're two different things. The turnips are the long ones, the shape of a carrot, and rutabagas are more round, kind of like a giant potato. Oh, Tracy, I don't have a cold. I have a really bad leftover allergies. You should have seen me the day of the allergies. It was horrible. So Terry's here from Spring, Texas. Tracy from UK, England. Pretzel from Santa Fe, New Mexico. No, it's not the O2. Oh, my friend Helen lives there. Gretchen Peters plays there. Kathy Mattea played there. Oh, geez, I can't even think of it. I can't even think of the town. It's making me nuts. I'll think of it. It's a small place. Do I have any tips on preventing arthritis pain? Well, the pain is when the joints are bone on bone. But the one thing that does help me is stretching. Stretching for sure. Corey Bowen is here from Michigan. How you doing, kiddo? Oh, and we have a few trolls in here. Don't pay any attention to them, okay, kids? Water, exactly, water. Kim from Oklahoma says, you're beautiful and hilarious. Well, that's a good combination, right? I also try to be kind. Definitely. Is there a Facebook version of Super Chat? No, there is not. But as soon as this video posts, I'll put up a note in the description so you can just go to my PayPal and send me a PayPal donation. No, it's not Wembley. Aberdeen, Inverness. No. Hey, Pam! Pam's my real friend. I mean, not that you guys aren't all my real friends, but Pam is someone I know in person. We've hung out. We've gone places together. I've stayed at her house. She's visited me and my darling man. And she has a darling man, and her darling man plays guitar and sings and plays music and writes songs. And he's a geologist. He's very smart. Pam is also super smart. Granny, can you... Karen wants to know if I can knit her something. Nope, sorry. Gosh, I wish my friend Helen were... maybe I can check. Hang, give me a quick second here. Because she goes to concerts all the time at this really great venue. Very near where... The Sage! Gateshead! The Sage! Yes. That's it. That's it. That's it. I finally figured it out. I knew if I just went the right place, I could find it. Pam, how the hell are you today? You know, I still haven't gotten my knees done. They've actually been a little better lately. I don't know if it's the difference between the warm weather and the colder weather. And I've also not been as active, and I take a lot more breaks and not standing on them as much. So I don't know. Someone's here from Stockholm, Sweden. Thank you, Linnea. I hope I said that right. Linnea Vera Hellstrom. Terry doesn't like cabbage unless it's coleslaw. She doesn't like cooked cabbage. I like cooked cabbage if it's somewhere between not yet done and overdone like mush. Right in the middle is perfect. Corned beef and cabbage and mashed potatoes. Oh, man. That is so good. Now, there's a stupid question. Am I going to raid Area 51? Do I look like the type that is stupid enough to go out in the middle of the desert in what was a military ordnance testing range and subject myself to that heat, that no shelter, and the possibility of getting my ass blown to smithereens? No fucking way. Ain't gonna happen. Let's see. Terry said gets a lot of Charlie horses in her legs and feet. Lately, I've been getting a little too many of those. Particularly at night. If I reach out and I stretch, oh my word, it's just not pretty. Any tips on getting an 18-month-old to eat vegetables? I think they probably have to be introduced early, and they have to be treated like they're treats or snacks. Catherine Guillaume's got to go do chores in Alaska. Have a good day, darling. Thank you for coming. So Terry is watching on Facebook, not YouTube. And the deal is that I'm simulcasting on Facebook and YouTube. So let me get through the rest of these comments. Because I've been slowing them down on purpose. Donna, I can knit or crochet, but for me, knitting is just a little more zen. Robin Holly Groves, well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Granny, where the hell have you been? I've been right here. Right here. Except for last week, I do a stream every week. And Kate Canavan just finished her rugby training. That is some serious shit, girl. Rugby for girls? You got some hair. Wow. Yo, Pickles! Oh my gosh! Pickles is here! Oh my gosh! Pickles, how the fuck are you? You know, I absolutely love it when my real friends come in the stream because I don't know, it's just different. Pam Kalinek is my friend in real life, and Pickles is my friend in real life. And, not that I don't love all of you who are my fans who I haven't met yet, but some of the ones that I have met, I just love it when you're here. So for any of you who joined late, we're 56 minutes in. We've only got a little under 4 minutes to go. I'm like 5 days out of a really bad one-day allergy attack, and apparently I'm not quite over it. I did a bunch of talking yesterday and a little bit this morning, rested my voice. I thought, well, surely I'll be able to get on the stream and everything will be just fine and I'll be just fine. But I've been blowing my nose and coughing and I haven't sneezed, but I've been coughing and blowing my nose. And Christine Wood DeSombre, born and raised in Haverhill, Massachusetts, currently residing in New Hampshire. I was born in Haverhill, raised in Groveland, moved back to Haverhill as a high schooler, and lived there a little while as a young adult, and then moved out to Los Angeles, or just south of Los Angeles. And my brother lived all his life in Merrimack after Haverhill and Groveland, or after Groveland. And my brother lives in southern New Hampshire now. Yeah, a small fucking world. Doing Hawaii says, come to the Big Island and we can meet. I did go to the Big Island 3 years ago. Had a great time. Jay Collins, Groveland in the house. Groveland is right next to Haverhill. Shares a border with Haverhill. So Wim Rodenberg in the Netherlands says that when it's warm, he has less trouble with his arthritis. You know what? Maybe that's why they're so much worse in the winter. I think I have a break in my work schedule from about Thanksgiving till just after New Year's. And that might be the perfect time to get one of my knees replaced. At least the right one, which is the worst one. Listen, I need to do another shout out for my Patreon co-producers, all right? You guys listen up. These are the dear hearts who subscribe to my Patreon or contribute to my Patreon at the $20 level every month. And that gives them co-producer status. And that way I give them a shout out during every video. We have AJ Calabria, Cal Herrington. Cal and I play Words with Friends. That's another perk. And Chad Hornbuckle is in Texas. And he also plays Words with Friends. Josh Alstott, I just started playing with him. He's really a hard player. Ooh, very, very smart. Laurel Riley. Mike O'Brien has been one of my most loyal fans from the very beginning. Patrick Patterson. Rich Macy and I play Words with Friends. Spray Paint is Cullen Cook, and Cullen actually joined at the co-producer level so that his mom, Darline, could play Words with Friends with me. And we have a couple of games going, and she's definitely a formidable opponent. Tara Parsons. I'm pretty sure she's from Massachusetts, if my memory is any good right now. It's so scrambled. She's also been a long-time loyal patron. and Vanessa and Sandy Vals, which is a mother and daughter team. And those are my co-producers on Patreon. If you don't have money that you can reliably pledge every month on Patreon, you're welcome to send a donation to me on PayPal. There'll be, sorry, there will be a link in the description of this video, and you can go right to it and say, hey, Granny, thanks for the live stream. Here's a little tip. You know, every dollar adds up. Thomas Wong is about to go to pre-flight. Nighty-night. And have a great flight, okay? Stay safe, do everything right, and make your passengers super happy. Tracy Barnard is heading to sleep. Yeah, so let's say our good nights. We're at an hour, and that's it. That's kind of the end of the video. I can say some good nights. The PayPal link will be on the YouTube description as well. Yes, it will. I'll have it there in just a few minutes. It takes me a few minutes after the stream finishes for me to do all of that back-end work. Thomas, it will be in the description. There'll be a direct link in the description for the PayPal. So everybody, good night. Say your good nights. If you just came, I'm sorry, we're finished. We're actually a minute over, so just give me some good nights and some love, and I'll give you some love, and we're good to go. I'll see you next time. Probably sooner than later. I skipped last week, so I got to do some catching up. We'll see what the weekend looks like. I know I'm busy Sunday and Monday, so maybe I can slip something in on Saturday. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Love you much. Mwah! The button, right over there.